Yeah. Yeah. Royce's thoughts, Royce's thoughts. Yeah, Royce's thoughts, Royce's thoughts. Royce's thoughts, Royce's thoughts. Yeah, Royce's thoughts, Royce's thoughts. Okay, step into the mind of a young boy genius, telling you what's going on in stadiums and arenas. We talking the NFL, we talking the NBA, we talking about the biggest sports news of the day. Got a favorite athlete, a team that you're thinking? Well, let's put it to the test and see where Royce ranks them. And listen, man, I could go on and on, but let's get into it, featuring his co-host Dom. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the pod, and let me introduce everybody to Royce's thoughts. Yeah. Yeah. I said sit back, relax, and welcome to the pod, and let me introduce everybody to Royce's thoughts. Yeah.
All right. It's that time of the week again where we record a podcast called
Royce's thoughts.
Moved by.
Maybe with Mardis.
As always, I am your co-host, Dom, sitting across from the namesake of this here podcast himself,
Royce.
rocking the sunglasses, the hoodie with the hood over the head, and the sunglasses tucked into the hood with the headphones over the hood. How we
Yep.
doing? How we doing?
Tired.
Tired. Why are we tired?
I don't know.
Is this working out thing really getting to you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
School getting to you?
Not really.
Not really. Well, here's what I'll say. It is Wednesday, August 17th. We are squarely in preseason football mode, in the positioning of baseball playoff mode, and really no other news mode. There hasn't been a lot of groundbreaking things that have happened since
Nope.
we last convened here.
Nope.
We do need to cover some logistics about your fantasy football draft. Your eyes are closed.
No, they're not.
I can see behind the sunglasses. Your eyes are closed. So, what are we gonna talk about today?
I don't know.
I feel like this is not gonna be shaping up to be a good podcast
Nope. I don't think so.
because you are not feeling it right now.
Nope.
Like you're really tired.
Yep.
All right. So how about this? Let's do this. I want to throw out a hypothetical for you because hypothetically speaking, let's just say that the Major League Baseball All-Star break happened and a team came back from All-Star break and just wasn't really as good as they were going into All-Star break.
Yeah.
Talking about 10 games under 500, not good since All-Star break. What would you say that team's hypothetical chances of winning a World Series would be?
I don't know. That team probably has a lot of injuries at the current moment. Probably has a lot of injuries.
Probably.
Hypothetically speaking.
I
I mean, if making the World Series or winning the World Series.
winning.
I mean, it's not as good as it once was.
Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking.
Let's just say real life though, the New York Yankees. How do we feel about the New York Yankees?
They're hurt.
Are they hurt though?
Yeah.
Who's hurt on them?
Giancarlo Stanton, DJ LeMahieu, Clay Holmes.
Oh, so they're kind of hurt.
They're really hurt. Rizzo was hurt.
Rizzo was hurt or is hurt?
He just got back though.
So, like, do you feel they're going to be okay then? Like, based on that assessment?
They'll be all right.
But
They'll
not
be good enough.
good enough to make the playoffs. What about good enough to make the World Series? Because they are.
They have to not be hurt.
I don't know that that's possible though.
Nope. I don't know. But if they're still hurt, then I wouldn't bet on it.
Well, Bro, I'm be honest. You don't feel motivated today.
I'm tired.
So would you like to make this a quick episode then?
I don't know.
Like I can't talk. I can't carry this thing by myself.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I could, but nobody's here. It's not Dom's thoughts. It's Royce's thoughts. I mean, we could talk about the WNBA playoffs.
I don't know much about the WNBA playoffs at the current moment.
We could talk about the Little League World Series.
Yeah.
We could talk about LeBron James signing for $97.1 million for the next 2 years so he could be a free agent at the same time as Anthony Davis. Also, potentially the same time that his son would be entering into the league.
Yeah.
We could talk about the fact that Oregon is the leading school to land Bronny, according to Oregon, and then LeBron James said, no, sir. We could talk about the fact that you are super tired. We could talk about the fact that you went to a volleyball game today. And we could talk about the fact that you're still in school. We could talk about a lot of things.
Yeah.
But you have, like, there's a key sentence in all those things. It's a we have to talk about.
Yep.
Okay, so let's do this. I know it's early on in the show, and we typically recognize our title sponsor first. We technically did, but I want to get to our voicemail segment because we have a voicemail today, and maybe this will spark some discussion because you need some pick me up. But before we do that, we have to get to the MR DetailWorx voicemail, and because Jerry and Friends is a sponsor, we're going to play the second best jingle on this podcast.
Okay, stop. Let me take a look at your whip. Is it new? Is it from 2006? It could be a Lamborghini, Cadillac, a Buick. Either way, we making sure that your ride is legit. If you got a nick, a scratch, we could buff that out. Yeah, car feeling messy, don't let it stress you out. You gon' leave with the shine that's as clean as these rhymes. From the hood to the rim, got the wax. You want that finish, a finish, ceramic, protected from damage. So fresh and so lavish. Now that you heard, yeah, why don't you spread that word? The best service in town is at
MR DetailWorx. We really appreciate Jerry sponsoring the voicemail line. So with that, let's get to the MR DetailWorx voicemail.
Hey, what's up, Royce? It's Jerry. Hey, just got a question for you. Would you guys consider Drew Lock to be mid? What do you think, Royce? Mid? Great week.
Pretty mid. Yeah, I'd say pretty mid.
I don't like the term.
What, mid or pretty?
Yeah, so pretty mid? Like, so what's the difference between mid and pretty mid?
Pretty mid means like he's like kind of mid, but like at times he's not mid, and then at times he is mid. Mid, if he's just mid, that means he's always mid, and then he can never not be mid.
Are you mid right now?
No, I'm tired.
Okay, so tired is mid. So is mid, what is mid? Like average? Okay? Decent?
Meh.
Meh. See, I don't feel like you want a mid quarterback.
What?
Do you want a mid quarterback?
No.
Like you don't want your quarterback to be mid.
You don't want anything about your team to be mid.
But the Seahawks are pretty mid. Are
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Isn't that right?
I would say below mid, but
they're below mid?
it's just our offense, other than our receiving group, and then our running back group is not that bad. But
Our offense, our receiving group, and our running group.
our running back group and our receiving group, they're not that bad. But our like O line and our quarterback situation is just not good.
So your running back and receivers are above mid.
Running backs are like slightly above mid, but then our receivers are above mid, I would say.
Okay.
And then our defense is just mid.
So you have been saying that your starting quarterback is not Drew Lock.
It's not.
So you think
They're
going to trot out Geno on week one?
I do.
Do you have anything to support that? Have you been following
I
training
saw
camp?
somewhere where it said Geno Smith Well, it said Geno Smith was listed on the depth chart. On the depth chart, as QB1.
QB1. Does that make you feel better or worse about your team?
I don't know. That's a great question. It makes me feel that my team is a team.
Will you draft Geno Smith or Drew Lock
When?
in the fantasy football draft?
No. I want my team to be good.
Drew Lock tested positive for COVID today.
Yeah, not today, but
Or yesterday.
Before today.
So he's out.
Which is another reason as to why Geno Smith will likely be the starting QB because Drew Lock has less preseason experience this year.
The news came out roughly 90 minutes after Pete Carroll declared that while Geno Smith was still leading the quarterback competition, Drew Lock was going to start.
He's going to start preseason game number 2.
Yes.
And then he got COVID, and now Geno's starting. I don't even know who our third string quarterback is.
It is.
Watch, it's just that guy.
Who?
Watch, it's just that guy.
It's that guy?
The third string quarterback. Watch, he just wins the QB competition.
Rashad Penny? No, that's a running back.
He's a running back.
No offense. Just kidding. He's a. I don't
Tyler
know.
Lockett's going to be our starting QB. Honestly, it might be Pete Carroll.
Dude, they said Pete Carroll took some reps and he was like rocking it. I mean, listen, I do feel bad for you. I'm not gonna lie to you because you actually do like the Seahawks, which I commend you for. And it's got to be tough to be a Seahawks fan. Y'all had some success, and now you just like blew up your whole team. Jacob Eason, you don't have a fourth string quarterback. Jacob Eason.
I knew that already.
You knew about Jacob Eason?
Yeah.
He was good at Washington, wasn't he?
I
Wasn't he
have
Washington?
no clue.
I think he's out of Washington. Yeah, he's out of Washington. Okay. Well, hey. He had 25 yards and a pick last year.
What? Oh.
3 for 25 yards and a pick. He had a quarterback rating of 0.1.
Did you know that Geno Smith is the only quarterback ever to have a perfect passer rating in a game and a passer rating of 0 in the same season?
In the same season?
Same season.
No. I know that's crazy.
There was like 158.3 one game, and then another game in the year it was 0.0.
Was that with the Seahawks or Jets?
Probably the Jets.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I really want to thank MR DetailWorx. If you need your car detailed, you should hit them up. I still want to take my vehicle, since I'm not allowed to say ride, to Jerry to get it detailed. But in the meantime, I think we should talk about some details of your fantasy football draft. When do you want to have it?
Or ask me.
So am I to plan all these things?
Yeah.
You have a loyal listener. You have several loyal listeners that are listening. Do you want to do a live draft or do you want to do like an auto draft?
Just like a what? An auto draft? What does that mean?
So like where the teams are picked for you. Like you set your roster, like your order of people that you would potentially want, but the computer does it all.
I would prefer to pick my own people.
Okay, so you want to do a live draft. Okay, so then that
Preferably.
means we need to communicate to the league that we are going to do a draft, settle on a date.
It doesn't really matter. I
No,
don't really care.
that's fine. I can do that. I will handle that. I do need, we had one person who joined up. I think I need to go back and check and see if we are full or if we still have one spot. We have one spot left?
Yeah.
All right. So listeners, get in there. Join the Royce's Thoughts League. The link will be in the description. We got one person from last week. We need to get one more person. And then that way we can start this draft. We got 8 teams rocking, 7 field, 1 slot. Can be yours. I don't know what you're going to win. Bragging rights. Bragging rights. Right now. Maybe we'll figure out a trophy of some sort. A rotating trophy, a floating trophy. Right? Loser has to get a tattoo
No.
of Royce on his face.
No.
I'm kidding. All right, yeah. Oh, we have. Oh, did we lose 2 people? Oh, your boy dropped out.
All right.
Why'd he drop out?
I don't know. It's all right.
What?
It's all right. I respect his decision.
What happened? He was in the team last week. He left? Maybe, maybe he didn't mean to leave. Did you kick him out on accident?
No, I can't kick people out.
Oh, you can't. Dang, man. I was really looking forward to him. What was his name? We'll give him a shout out. What was your somebody's name?
Cam.
Cam. What happened to Cam? Cam, come back. Come back,
No,
Cam.
it's all right. It's all right.
Cam, come back.
He's cool.
I know Cam's cool, but I want Cam back. I want Cam in the league.
It's all right.
Nah. Come on, Cam. Come back, Cam. All right. Anyway, with that being said, what do you want to talk about? Royce, you got something? Nothing?
I have nothing. I don't even have a top 5. I'm just gonna think of something
Are you serious?
off the top of my head.
You don't have a top 5 either?
No,
This is the worst podcast
just gonna
ever.
think of something off the top of my head.
This is the worst podcast ever. Folks, I apologize if you've taken your time out of your day to listen to Royce's thoughts on August 18th.
It's the 17th.
Well, they're going to hear it on the 18th. We really phoned it in today. And I can't say we. I came prepared. I came ready. But Mr. Royce just don't want to talk about nothing. And it's kind of hard to have a podcast when you don't want to talk about nothing. You do look like you're about to fall asleep, though. Well, here's what I'll say. Listen, there's never been a better time to move. There's never been a better time to sell. There's never been a better time to just do anything with real estate. And if you got any of those needs, you should contact Mr. Sean Mardis at movingwithmardis.com because Sean will take care of you. He is amazing. He will not fall asleep on you like Royce is doing right now to you guys.
Not asleep.
And he will be attentive and he will do his homework and make sure that you get the best deal that you can
I
get.
did do my homework.
You did your real homework, just not your podcast homework. So with that being said, you should contact Sean, movingwithmardis.com. That's MARDIS. And we certainly appreciate Sean being the title sponsor of this podcast, Moved by Mardis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's the deal. I do think we should talk about something that is a world thing, and I want you to prep for it.
All right.
Because it's going to be a while. You got like a couple months, but the World Cup is this year, Royce.
It's this year?
Yes. It usually would have already happened or be happening right now.
Because France won the last one, right?
I think so. But it is in Qatar, I think this year. It's hot. So they're doing it in the winter.
Yeah. Qatar. Go
Qatar.
Qatar.
So it can not be, so the players, it's not like 1,052 degrees during each game. So I want to talk about the World Cup when it comes time. The U.S. national team, men's national team has a team.
Overrated. Mid. Not even going to
U.S.
make it
men's
out.
national team?
They might only make it out of the first stage. They might not even make it out of the
They're
first
going to make it out of pool play?
They
So
might
pool
not.
play is the first stage.
England's in their thing. I think they'll make it out.
Hold up, bro. You know about this right now? Like, you
Yeah.
know about the World Cup?
I know a decent amount.
What? Why do you know so much about the World Cup?
And then there's someone else who they were like, it was England who I think would make it out, but then there was it was the U.S. and then there was another team and I forget who it was, but then there was also another team who I didn't think would make it out.
Royce, I have to, you know what? I have to legitimately give you credit. You know stuff about the World Cup, and I did not think that you would know anything about the World Cup. So this is already going to be good. It's going to be better. So Group A, Qatar, automatic bid, Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands.
Netherlands and then probably Ecuador.
Okay. Group B.
So 2 people make it out, right?
Yeah, 2 people
Yeah.
make it out. Group B, England, Iran, U.S., Wales, or Scotland. And I think that's already been decided. This is, or Ukraine. This is from a, this is November 1st of this year. So,
Can you go back up?
sorry.
So I think it'll be England and then either the U.S. or who's in?
I don't know who's in because
England, Iran, the U.S., and then one of 3 teams.
Yeah. Ukraine, Wales, or Scotland.
All right.
Stand by. We might see if we can actually figure out who's actually in.
Yeah.
Group C: Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland.
Argentina, Mexico.
I'm gonna go Argentina, Poland. France,
Yep.
Peru, Australia, Denmark, or Tunisia.
France. And then what were the other options?
Uh,
Australia, Denmark, Peru,
Mm-hmm.
Tunisia.
Peru,
Tunisia.
Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia.
Denmark,
Yeah, I would say that. That would be my
France,
pick.
and Denmark.
All right, hold on. Let me go find and see if we can find an actual draw, because this is kind of bothering me that these things aren't here. Maybe honestly, maybe it's not a thing yet. Okay, here we go. Okay, Group A: Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal. Oh, we did that. Group B. Oh, they still don't know. So right now, Iran or Wales. So the other team, Scotland's out, and then Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland. Group D: France, Australia. Okay, Australia's in. Denmark, Tunisia. Okay. Yo, you listen, paying attention?
No.
Group D: France, Australia, Denmark, Tunisia. So Australia made it in.
So France and then either Australia or Denmark.
Group E: Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan.
Spain, Germany.
Group F: Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia.
Belgium, Canada.
Group G: Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon.
Brazil, Switzerland. Cameroon. Brazil, Cameroon.
Group H: Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea.
Uruguay, Portugal.
Which one is the group of death? There's always like the hardest group, but which one? I don't know which one the group of death is. I'm sure like other people know that, but I don't. Okay. Well, here's one thing I don't know. It says Iran or Wales, and there's a IR next to Iran, and I don't understand what that means. So, just throwing that out there. If anybody knows, Greg, calling you out. Who's in, Iran or Wales? I need to know that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. So England, Iran, United States, Wales.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Why is there an IR next to it?
Ear.
All right, so we'll follow the World Cup. For the two soccer fans that listen to the podcast, we're gonna follow the World Cup. All right. So since you don't have a top 5,
Well, I'm gonna think of one.
I think we should just this could be fun. What are we gonna go with?
All right. We are going with top 5 times of the day. Yep. Top 5 times of the day.
Top 5. Okay. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. First, any honorable mentions?
Nope.
Okay, number 5.
Number 5. 5 p.m.
Okay, why?
This is like the point where you had gotten out of school just a little bit ago, but it's not too late. So you typically would do something at around 5 if you're gonna do something.
Okay. Number 4.
4. 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Yep. Because if you're awake at 1 a.m., you kind of like are either probably going to fall asleep in a second or you're just not going to fall asleep at all.
Okay. Number 3.
Number 3. All right. So I have to put in that and that. But then I need another time. Number 3. 12 p.m.
Noon.
Noon.
Okay.
Usually eat lunch at around noon, so I just went with that.
Okay. Number 2.
Number 2, 3 p.m.
I have a feeling why, but why?
Because I typically get out of school at 3 p.m.
So I thought.
I get home at like 3 p.m.
Okay. So, quick recap. Number 5, 5.
5.
5, 5. Number 4, 1 a.m. Number 3,
Noon.
noon. Number 2, 3 p.m. Number 1.
Number 1, 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Okay. Is the top time
Yep.
of the day?
Because like you either like are insane and you like just woke up and you're ready to start your day, or you're also like insane and you're about to fall asleep, or you just like don't fall asleep at all and you're just at 4 a.m. Because then if you are not gonna fall asleep, you think at like 4 a.m. you're like, oh, I only have like 2 more hours until 6 o'clock. So that's like a decent getting up time, so I can make it the whole night. And then if you get to 6 through 4, you're just like, oh, well, it's almost 7 basically, so then I can just stay here. So like 4 is kind of like that in the middle spot, because like 2, you're like, you might not make it, but then once you get to 4, you're like, okay, I can do it, I can make it.
Okay. That's crazy. Okay. I want to say that. I also want to say that that was an interesting effort at the top 5. Or Royce ranks them. 4 a.m. is early. Okay. Just gonna be honest with you. As an adult, I have not seen the front side of 4 a.m. often. Meaning you make it, you're awake when 4 a.m. happens. Now the back side of 4 a.m. when you've been asleep, but you have to wake up at 4 a.m. to like catch a flight, that is not great.
I've seen all sides of 4 a.m.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So, in college, there were establishments that we would go out at to have fun that did not close until 4 a.m. So that was always interesting because, that's like, oh, you're awake. But I was a youngin' back then, not too much older than you are now. What's crazy, I was closer to your age now than I am to my age now. I know you're asleep, so try to figure that out. I was closer when I was in college. I was closer to your age than I am to my age right now.
That could be, so what? I don't know how old you are.
37.
37.
I was 21. This is average.
Like 14. So
I was 7 years older than you are.
15, 36. 16, 35. 17, 34. 18, 33. 19.
What are you doing?
32. 20, 31. 21,
What?
30. 22, 29, 23, 28, 20.
What are you
4,
doing?
27, 24, 27, 25, 26. So you're somewhere, the average of those two would be like 25 and a half.
What?
So the average of 14 and 37 is like 25 and a half.
Okay. What are you at? What are you?
So if you were over 25 and a half, that would be an incorrect statement. But anywhere below 25 and a half, you would be correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you just took a long way to get there when you could have just said, how old were you in college? And I could have said, started college when I was 18, graduated when I was 22. And that could have solved that
But I already knew that.
Well, so why did you do the math problem?
Because
that means I was.
you didn't say that you were in college.
I did. I
Oh.
literally said in college. You're just asleep.
My bad.
All right. So here's the deal, folks. We don't always have to be on top of our game, but we hope that this little now, what is called a 30-minute podcast, brought some joy to your day today. Here's what I want you to do though: get some sleep, and I want you to promise me next week that we can do the top 5 fantasy draft picks. or you could just give me a mock draft. No, don't do that. Don't you know what? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do
Because then
that.
you're gonna be sleeping on. You're gonna be giving away your pick. So we'll come up, but I want you to come correct. We got some college football to talk about because the rankings came out. Alabama, Ohio State, no shocker there. There's a lot that we can talk about, but I just know you're not feeling it. So with that being said, I think it's time to piece this out. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We good. We good. All right, we out. Until next week.
Yeah. It was all. Also, Phineas and Ferb premiered today. I couldn't really find a birthday, so I just went with Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, for the people.
Yeah.
The people facts. Phineas and Ferb premiered today. What year?
Like 2009, 2007, honestly. Let me go look.
Phineas and Ferb, one of the all-time slept-on shows.
2007.
I think Phineas and Ferb is a top 5 cartoon. Top 5.
Yep.
All right, bro. We out.